everyone.
Come on in.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Come on
I
in.
pray
Come
you
on
all
in.
had a wonderful week.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's time for the weekend.
To God be the glory. Man, what a week, what a week, what a week.
Yeah.
Almost got scammed today. Lord Jesus.
Almost got scammed.
They were good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They didn't have their numbers right.
Yeah, the numbers were too short, too small, too small. Too small.
They didn't know who you were.
Didn't know who I was, sir. Well, my name is Jomo.
I'm Charmaine.
And we come together on Friday nights, real, raw, relevant conversation pertaining to
relationships.
Yes, and hopefully you're having relationships and relations in your relationships.
And before we get started, please let us know where you're streaming from. Please put that in the comments right now. We have an awesome topic this evening.
We stream out of Riverview, Florida.
Yes. We are going to be talking about something. 5 reasons why keeping a secret can destroy your relationship. Secrets. We're going to be talking about holding stuff in and not want to talk about it. But anyway, so I have something to talk about prior to us getting into how secrets can destroy your relationship. I want to talk about why people keep secrets to begin with, right? So let's get to the meat and potatoes of why people keep secrets to begin with, and then we'll go into how they can destroy your relationship, okay?
Okay.
So number one, why do people keep secrets? And number one is shame. They feel shame. Number 2, fear of judgment or criticism. Number 3, avoidance. Number 4, lack of trust.
Okay, so we have shame, avoidance, lack of trust.
Yes, and fear of judgment or criticism. So you're keeping a secret because you don't want to be judged or criticized, but obviously your action caused you to feel this way, so you shouldn't have did it to begin with. But you did it anyway. So now you don't want to be judged.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be something else. What you about to say? What you thinking about?
The older you are, the more things you could have potentially done, good or bad.
Right.
And you might have changed since
you did that.
And you're a different person.
Or you learned from it.
And it may not be helpful
to bring it up.
Because what I have noticed is that most people can't really handle that truth.
Right. I knew you were about to say that.
And then you tell the truth, and the truth is not enough.
They want to know all the little intricate details, what your mindset was,
and then
who it was, all that.
I have not seen many recover through. You know, I thought about a person I knew back a long time ago, and they were going to work through it. But, and I told them this, and it's the key thing. And I say, bro, she might forgive you, and she may still love you. But the question you have to answer for yourself is, can you handle the residual? He said, well, what do you mean about the residual? I said, the residual is, y'all might be good. And one night she wake up and they start beating you in the head. And you're going to say, you might be angry, but you're going to take, you know what? You broke this situation.
Right.
And so now you're dealing with the residual damage of what you've done.
Right.
I see the sun on the camera. That's why I'm looking down.
I'm sorry.
No. You see, that's...
Oh, it's foggy.
Yes, that's the sun. So you will have to deal...
Do you want me to, like, dim the light? You need to dim your light?
I don't know if that's going to work or not. If you want to, I'll keep talking.
Okay.
So...
let's try.
The struggle is we have to... That didn't work last time, so go ahead, try. No.
I'm doing it now.
It's worse.
Okay.
So the challenge is, how do I navigate through that?
Right.
So the question is, if it's too old, do I even bring it up?
Right. I think that the person that's holding the secret it can eat away at you for holding the secret. And then it can cause other things. And then if you hold it so long and then you decide to bring it up and it's been years and years, it's more devastating at that point because they thought they knew you. And did that work? No. They thought they knew you and they're like, so this happened 5 years ago.
That's it,
and you want to bring it up now to get it off your chest, but now you've given it to me. And now you've been smiling in my face and we've been making plans through all of this. You've been fake. I don't even know who you are now. So it's like,
it's tough.
If you decide to keep the secret, you can't ever tell this. You need to go meet the Lord with that secret. And you're going to be held accountable. You're going to be held accountable. So, yeah.
There's no right answer.
It isn't.
Well, no, here's the bottom line. If you're supposed to be with them, and you tell the truth.
It's going to happen anyway.
And if they can't handle your truth, you can't really do much about that. It sucks. But I think
honesty is always the best.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Honesty is always the best.
The fallout of it you can't control, but I think it's better to be honest.
Right. And the last 3 things as to why people keep secrets to begin with was lack of trust. They're not trusting their partner enough to be able to tell them, and then fear of hurting your partner, and that's real, and then fear of losing your partner, which you covered.
I think that is the key thing.
Destroying your marriage.
Can he handle that I slept with his best friend?
Oh, you made it of the girl.
Well, because I said the other story, so I have to have balance. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Slept with his best friend. That's like a
treacherous
soap opera.
That's treacherous.
No, he's not gonna be able to handle that.
Why can't he handle it?
You know what? Most men can't handle infidelity. Now, women have a hard time with it, but women, in my experience, let me just say that.
That's a better word.
In my experience,
that's a better word.
Women forgive men more for infidelity than men forgive women for infidelity.
I agree, because men have been traditionally, in some cultures, men have traditionally been promiscuous.
And we're supposed to just accept it.
I'm not saying you should accept it.
No, I'm just saying, but in some cultures,
yes,
it's, well, that's what men do.
Well,
that's how men are.
If you went to the Bible, there were more men with many women than women with many women.
Maybe the women just didn't get caught.
Well, hey, Rahab was a gangster, so what do you? So point being. Number one, secrets are probably not the best play.
Right.
The challenge with that often is if you have a big secret, you are often in a place of weakness, because if the wrong person finds out, puts you in a bad spot.
Right.
Or the person that you might have had an indiscretion with, or whatever, shows up. So it's just dangerous. It's just nerve-wracking.
It's not good. You just need to be honest. And don't do things that you feel like you couldn't tell your partner to begin with. But like Jomo said, people change. If you get into a relationship and you're young, or you're just very immature and you did something, it's a secret now, you're scared to bring it up because it's been years or whatever,
I love you, but some people have been in really different kind of relationships. Like homosexual relationships.
Yeah.
And now I'm no longer living that lifestyle.
Right. And you don't want to tell the person. That's real, babe.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's real.
That might be something people can't.
And there's more relationships like that now, like that people are, I would say that people are honest about than not, because some people do change.
Yep.
Some people do change, and I would think still be honest.
Well, that's
I'm sorry, I did that with my foot.
so good. Honestly,
Okay,
the best policy
so
is just navigating through.
right,
And so if I were going to do something like that, babe, I got to tell you something. It could be devastating to our relationship.
I love you. I want to make this work.
I love you.
I would say all that ahead of
I
time.
want to be with you.
Right.
Um,
But I
and
don't want this to be between us.
yeah, but you know, I've made some mistakes,
Yeah.
and um, I'm not a perfect person off the rip anyway. But
Nobody is.
the point is just communicating
Right.
in love and saying, listen, I would love for us to move forward. Um, and what I did was wrong.
Right.
And
be very sincere and vulnerable.
correct. And I know I can't go backwards, but I'd like to move forward with you.
Right.
You know, but I don't know if you want to move forward with me.
All right. So 5 reasons why secrets can destroy your relationship.
Okay.
Number 1, secrets create poor communication. So your communication now is going to be centered around this lie. Because would you consider a secret a lie? It's not sincere. I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a better word.
You're not being sincere.
Correct.
So now you have to kind of like navigate through all of your conversations and your communication based off of this secret.
Jesus.
Because you don't want to give any clues or any hints or places that you weren't supposed to be, that you were driving from and you got a phone call, so now you can't, it's like, it's so much. So it breeds poor communication. Number 2, secrets breed resentment. So you could start resenting your part. Like if I kept a secret from Jomo, I could start resenting him, that I feel like I have to keep this secret because I feel like, he's too sensitive to handle the truth. Or, I feel like he wouldn't want to be with me anymore. And I'm resenting him because I love him enough to stay with him if this was him on the other end. It's real convoluted to me. But the person that's holding the secret can start resenting the other
It's tough,
person.
man. It's tough. No, there's no perfect person. We're all flawed. Right. The question is, can your love
stand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you built a strong enough relationship to be able to handle the storm? And what's really sad is a lot of times men and women keep secrets because they've done other things that the person knows. So this wouldn't have been the first time. This wouldn't have been the first issue. And now it's piled up. And now it's this thing that you don't want to tell them because you're feeling like this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah, that's good.
Secrets can be stressful.
Oh my gosh, very stressful.
Yeah.
Very stressful.
Last but not least, secrets can hurt not just your partner, but you. Because stress breeds like illness, and you holding a weight of a secret, and this is the person you're supposed to live with for the rest of your life. You're supposed to share everything with.
Difficult. I mean, it's so challenging.
What advice would you give to somebody that's listening to us right now that says, I have a secret, it's been eating away at me, and I don't know if I tell them our marriage would be able to withstand this type of secret?
Number 1, I go to the Lord in prayer.
That was my number 1.
Then I will try to find a person who is spiritual, older, and wiser to have a conversation with.
Right. In the multitude of counsel.
Because they may give me a better way to communicate the situation.
Right.
Then after that, if I get clarity and led, and God give me a way to communicate, then I try to bring it forth. Um, I'm not very good at holding stuff in. First off,
Right.
I don't like to, but the more you grow in God, the more you just want to be transparent.
Right. And you know, some secrets, if you're not a great communicator to begin with, you might need a mediator.
Yeah, but then that escalates it too quick because they think of mediate. We are we're on the road. We're on the road to separation. When you have to bring someone, but I understand what you're saying.
To like help the person, like if the person, like let's say, you know, the wife has a secret to tell her husband, you don't want your husband to run off or drive away after you and him not hear you out. You know, if there was a mediator involved, maybe they'd be more willing to listen and hear you out fully.
Maybe,
and help.
but maybe it's embarrassing to them too, because now you tell another person. It's one thing that you tell me that something was bad, but another person hears it, then I feel shame that my wife or I can't say husband, that my wife did this. I might be embarrassed,
Yeah.
you know. So then the mediator don't help me. It's bad enough I'm hearing what I'm hearing, but then another person heard it,
But
and then I feel
if you feel like you know your spouse enough to know that you might need a mediator because maybe they get violent or they kind of pop off,
that's
it might be good to have someone else.
in that regard, yes, but I don't know if it's going to help us stay together.
Right.
Because now I'm looking at this dude or woman like, dang, you know, it's bad enough I know, then this person know, and I have to hope they're not going to tell nobody. It's a wicked spiral, man, and the enemy works in the dark. Now, I'm not saying you are the enemy of people, but my point is,
but keeping a secret is what you're talking about.
Yeah, it just
in the dark.
It hurts long term.
Right.
This is a very touchy topic.
Yeah, and we're not trying to break up any happy homes.
No, it's difficult.
But it's definitely something that needs to be discussed because it happens. And sometimes we do things, and it doesn't even have to be like we're talking about big issues. But it could be something as simple as you went over budget and you spent some money you weren't supposed to spend.
Now
you got some bags in the trunk.
That's a topic right there because there's some people I know be shopping. Just be shopping. And be shopping and talking.
Talk about me,
and
y'all.
be shopping and talking. Ooh, girl, just be talking to herself
I'm
and the
not
bag.
hiding anything.
I ain't say you hiding. I say something.
But I'm just saying that could be a secret. Or, you know, you bought something without discussing it, or, you know, I don't know, what other things do people do that, you know?
Well, obviously that's that, and then of course,
like little. It doesn't have to be like this huge thing. It could be little things that you think.
You know what?
It's just
I just
a
want
little
to let you
secret.
know, that ain't your baby.
Oh, that's a big secret.
That's a disaster.
That's a big secret. I'm talking about.
I know.
You ate my Snicker bar out of the nightstand drawer, and you didn't tell me until I had a taste for it. I'm salivating for some Snickers, and I went in my drawer and it was gone.
That ain't
and
no
now
secret.
you trying to.
That ain't no secret. No.
What is that?
That's called love.
That's not love. Did you eat my candy?
Are you talking this a true story?
No. I was making up something, but now
No.
that you say it, that's love. You
No.
trying
Well,
to make that a good thing.
Well, my point was, I know you're trying to work on something. So me loving you is me eating your Snickers so that you don't have to deal with excess calories.
That is so twisted.
Well, we love you.
We done with this.
We love you. Remember this.
Love,
Learn.
laugh, and learn.
Whatever she said.
Love, laugh, and learn. Please share, follow us on YouTube. We're Jomo and Charmaine on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next Friday. Bye-bye.
Peace. Me eating this.